Now your Weather Authority forecast with meteorologist Mike Susko.
Good evening, everyone. Hope you had a great Wednesday, although it was a very summer-like day today. We start off with a little bit of fog in parts of the area, including in Berwick. That burned off, and we saw a mostly sunny afternoon. There were some clouds here and there, but overall not a bad day. It was hot, though. Got to 90 degrees in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, and Williamsport got to 92 earlier today. Here's a look at the radar and satellite. We're quiet, but you can see that cold front off to the west. Now, normally that cold front would probably push through in about 12 to maybe 24 hours. That's actually not coming through until Friday, and that's why Friday will end up seeing some relief. But tomorrow we're not going to be seeing the relief. We will see some storms, though. We'll get to that in a second, but temperatures right now, 70 in LaPorte, 75 in Wilkes-Barre and Scranton. Tunkhannock, you're at 71. Same thing in Stillwater. Pair of 7s in Lewisburg and 71 there in Selinsgrove and 70 in Lehighton. Tonight, another muggy night. We're in the mid to upper 60s and low 70s. Mainly clear. There will be some patchy fog, though, in the morning, mainly in those valley areas, for example, like Berwick, once again. Heat advisory is still in effect, though, for the Luzerne and Lackawanna County area. That will go from 12 o'clock tomorrow until 7 o'clock tomorrow night. And that is because heat index values up to 100 degrees are possible once again. But most of us are probably going to be feeling like we're in the mid to upper 90s. That's that high number you see. The lower number here on these graphs are the actual air temperatures. So you can see how that humidity really does play a factor. But like I said, we will see the storms moving in tomorrow, but not until the afternoon. The morning you're dry, so you don't have nothing to worry about. Tomorrow afternoon around 2 o'clock, you'll see a few showers starting to pop up here. It's really not till 4 and 5 o'clock where things start get going, especially in central Pennsylvania. So if you're in eastern parts of the area, especially the Poconos, you'll probably be able to get home from work, especially if you're before sunset without an issue. And then it moves into eastern Pennsylvania around 7, 8, 9 o'clock at that point. Notice the heavy rain coming through here as it comes on through. And then by 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, things start to wrap up. And then another round of showers and thunderstorms will be possible as we go into Friday, although Friday looks a little less widespread. We do have some slight risk for severe weather on Thursday. Again, between 3 and 11 o'clock tomorrow night. High winds will be the main threat there. And then as we go through the day, also potentially for some heavy rain, could see anywhere from around a half an inch to an inch of rain out of this. But like I said, it's going to be a really hot day, and that's going to help fuel these storms in the upper 80s to low 90s. When you got temperatures like this, it's very humid. It's very common to get the strong winds. And also, we have Lee now. That's a hurricane in the Atlantic. Thankfully, this is not going to be going over land, though. It could intensify, though, into a very strong Category 4, so we'll be watching that closely. But right now, not a threat to land and no threat to us. But, guys, we do keep the storms around for the weekend and early next week. Good news is, though, next week we see cooler weather. Temperatures will be back in the 70s.
Yeah, just got to keep the umbrella on hand over the next couple of days and get through the next 2 days of really extreme heat before we start to cool down a little bit.
Exactly. If you're tired of heat, you just got to wait till the weekend.
All right, Mike, thank you so much. SOTACOM parents across the country are worried